But grid computing is heterogeneous and different type of computers in different aspect, hardware or software, can connect it to each other to run different applications. But there is the same goal for any application in the grid computing. Okay, dispersed across several organizations can easily span a wide area network. To allow for collaborations, grid generally use virtual organizations. In essence, there is a grouping of users, or better, their ID, that will allow for authorization and resource allocation. The grid computing is scalable because it's easy to add new node because it does not matter what hardware it is. Uh, okay. In this figure you can see another, again, the definition and description of grid computing. Grid computing is the use of widely distributed computer resources to reach a common goal. Yes, the common goal is defined for grid computing. Grid computing is distinguished from conventional high performance computing systems such as cluster computing in that each node in grid computing is set to perform a different task or application. Yes, in this figure you can see different users, different resources, and there is a grid resource management system that manage our requests. Okay, the common goal is defined for the grid, and different tasks, different application can execute on this infrastructure. Okay, after grid computing, the cloud computing is defined. A cloud is an elastic execution environment of resources providing a meta service at multiple granularities. On-demand resource allocation at or subtract processor memory storage. Please see this figure. Different application servers, databases, okay, and different devices such as mobile, PC, kitchen sink, okay, can connect it to the cloud computing and use the services that are presented in the cloud computing. You can compare the grid computing and cloud computing in this slide. Uh, the the grid computing um, and the characteristics of grid computing is shown in the left side, and the characteristics of cloud computing are shown in the right side. The grid computing is for application oriented, but the cloud computing, it's for service oriented. Okay, application and service. This is the first. This is the first uh, different things between these two DS. The resources are distributed among different computer units for processing a single task, but in cloud computing, the computer resources are managed centrally and are placed over multiple servers in cluster. Grids are generally owned and managed by an organization, yes, within its premise, but the cloud servers are owned by infrastructure providers and are placed in physically dis- disparate locations. Grid operate within a corporate network, but the cloud can also be accessed through the internet. Grid provide a shared pool of computing resources on an as needed basis, but the cloud involve dealing with a common problem using a varying number of computing resources. And finally, the grid is a collection of interconnected computer network that can be called for large-scale processing tasks, but cloud computing, uh, in cloud computing, there are more than one computer coordinates to resolve the problem together. Okay, distributed computing as a utility. Distributed resources as a commodity or utility in cloud computing, yes? Resources are provided by service supplier and effectively rented rather than owned by the end user, and the term cloud computer captured the vision of computing as a utility. Okay, different type of services are provided by cloud computing systems, and different type of instruments such as mobile, laptop, or other devices can connect it to the internet and use the services that are provided by cloud computing. Also, you can see the different organization try to present services. They can get uh, cost, get money by uh, presenting the services. Okay, I say that in this term, I'm going to talk about the advanced, uh, or I can say distributed databases, and some challenge of distributed databases. Okay, distributed information system is another type of distributed systems. Observation: the vast amount of distributed